Hi, you guys. I'm Sina Shar here, coming to you with another reading. What? Two in a day. I'm going to be using the Old Maid deck, which is always fun. Just a quick little story about these is I used to work with children, so I always kept games and toys and things on hand to keep them busy if we got into something. And when I no longer was at that employment, I still had a lot of leftover things that I just didn't want to throw away, but I just didn't have any more little kids to gift these to. So my twin flame and I were fucking around one day and said, hey, let's see if we can make a tarot deck out of them. We were just playing. But then after reading with them, it's crazy how accurate they are. So now I use them and it works out. We split the deck in half. He took and it's Old Maid, so there's a pair in the deck. Everything has a pair, and so we split it right down the middle. And he took and wrote, and then I took and wrote, and we came back together to see what we wrote. And some of it was the same, some of it was different, but it was a lot of fun. So this particular reading, though, may or may not be so fun, because I was drawn to do this reading out of nowhere. I was actually taking a nap. So what I was dreaming about was things coming to light. So what is this? This reading is going to be about what is your partner or ex-partner afraid to tell you, not telling you, keeping hidden, wants to tell you. So I think that I'm going to call this reading Just for the Record, because this is one of those kind of predictive situations that you'll be able to go back and look at and see how accurate these cards are. So with that being said, let's go ahead and give them all a little shuffle real quick. All right, Spirit, what is it that the collective's person, ex or not, the person on their mind, what is it that they are not telling you? What behaviors are they displaying? You might have tried to confront, they denied, but the truth's about to come out anyway. So what is it that the collective is about to uncover? What is it that their person is not saying? Okay, let's see here. Okay, so the first one out here is going to be Simon the Scientist, a very narcissistic personality, and it says figuring out what makes up who you are. So they're not telling you that they studied you and figured out how you tick in order to get their needs met. They figured out what you're willing to put up with, what you're not willing to put up with, and rode that bicycle till the wheels fell off. So what else? What else is the collective's person not talking about? Oh. Okay. We have Nurse Natalie, and we have the zookeeper. So Nurse Natalie actually got pretty messed up, pretty smudged up, so you can't see what was written on there. But two things survived on this. One is the same-sex vibe. So your person may actually like men if they're a man, or women if they're a woman, and they're not sharing that with you. For whatever reason, they're keeping that a secret. So if they're off having affairs, you're going to find out that it may not be with just who you thought it was, but this person had. And that works well with the narcissistic personality, because they don't see sex as a intimate exchange of energy. They see it as, they use it as power. So then we also got Zoe the zookeeper, thinking too much. let's see, controlled environment. So needing to control their environment. Feelings of superiority. So they think they're better than you. They think that they have you on lock because they figured you out and they studied you. And so as of so far, they've gotten away with these affairs. And I think it's kind of funny how only 2 things remained on that and the rest of it got blurred out. So to me, that's saying that's what it's supposed to be. When all the rest of the cards came out exactly as they were supposed to be. So being the zookeeper, they are controlling the environment right now. And they don't want to tell you that they're losing control around this environment. I don't even know that they know that they're losing control around this environment. That's why we're calling this right now, for the record. I said it first. So you can come and admit something, or your person's other people can come to you and admit something, but you already knew. Okay, so that's what the current energies are right now. So what is the past energies for this? Some of the red flags. What is the past energy around? Oh, it doesn't want to do it that way, huh? The past energies for this person about what they're not telling you. So far we're looking at affairs, and we may be looking at same-sex vibes. What is the past energies around this? Wishing that I wrote a different ending. Abigail the author, not liking the current manifestations, wishing that they could change what had happened. So they're not feeling generally like, that superiority, like I got you beat, feeling like, what does that say? See, I don't know if I was the one who wrote this one. Feeding the beast. Yeah, they're not feeling good about that. So this lets me know that this is a habit. This is something that is it's happened before. So not just in this relationship, but in other relationships. So and I'm really picking up on that vibe of the same-sex vibe. So this might be something that they've kept hidden since high school. And they might have had one person throughout their whole life or throughout their years and lost that person. And so they're kind of acting out right now, but they're not telling you. And so they're out being promiscuous, trying to sleep with other women to make up for, or to try to feel like they weren't, or other men, whatever it is, trying to sleep with the opposite sex, a lot of the opposite sex, to make up, to try to feel like that shame can be gone. Like they're not happy with this, which, I mean, really, if the same sex is what you like, then that's what you like. But this person, there's a lot of shame around that. And so I wish I wrote a different ending. And not wanting to hurt you, really tried to blow it up so that you didn't probe too much. They didn't want you in their business. No point intended there. So, yeah. We'll see what happens. Like I said, we're going to call this one, wait, what did I say I was going to name it again? I don't know. It'll come back to me. But anyhow, here it is. Just for the record. That's what we're going to call it. It's just for the record that you already kind of had an idea that this is coming on. And for the people that I'm reading for, you guys know that it has crossed your mind that this is a possibility. So, again, what is past energies around this? What is the past energies of this person around this for the collective? I want to say, oh, look at, we got author again. So there we have a match, which is 50-50 possible in this deck because everything has a match. This one says, writing your own story, using your intuition, being in the vortex, astrology, using astrology, tarot, knows reality, responsibility, manifesting love. And it says, God of your reality. So this Abigail is saying that is right on with this one. I wish that I'd wrote a different ending, not liking the manifestation. And this one's saying, hey, I'm going to try to manifest something different. So in the past, they weren't feeling very good about what was going on here, about having the narcissistic personality, trying to figure out who you are. That's how it started, was they were basically using you. The same-sex vibe coming in, which is a pattern. So they already knew that was going on, and have become very well adept at keeping that under the radar with everybody that they've been with on this pattern. So that's what probably a majority of your fights have been about, only you didn't know it. So they were trying to get out, sneak out, go and do something, and they needed the fight to be big enough that you couldn't chase, that it was a blow up. And they did this in order to control their environment. But in the recent past, they're wishing that they wrote a different story. They don't like this pattern anymore. They're not liking the manifestation. So apparently they've grown spiritually in their understanding that they are the God of their own reality, that they can change things if they want to, if they believe in it. And it feels like this person does believe in it. Now, if they're getting it done, or if they're doing it right, I don't know. So let's get one more card for the recent past. What this person is putting out there. How is this affecting my collective? And they're gonna find out. So you came here and you got it first. So if you're just finding out right now and you didn't have a idea around it, you do now. And if you already had an idea around it, then you got some confirmation. And it really feels like this is coming out a lot quicker than anybody, especially this person, wants it to come out. So somebody knows. He trusted somebody, or she trusted somebody that then turned around and hurt their feelings. Something happened. Oh, there's that. And did we get a flipper? Nope. So we got Bailey, the ballerina. The name Bailey stands out to me, so that might be significant for somebody. So far we have Simon, Natalie, Zoe, Abigail, Bailey. Bailey the ballerina, putting on a show for others, overworking on things with you, unhealthy, caring what others think. So they don't want this to come out at all. Yeah. They're putting on a show. They have that mask on. They're putting on a show so that other people have no idea that, one, that they have the same-sex vibe, two, that you being their person, the closest person to them, you don't catch on. And all this control is becoming a lot for them. It's becoming a burden. So they're thinking in the past, like, I wish I would have wrote a different ending. Like, why I'm not liking how the current situation, how I've manifested this. And the ball is rolling, the energy, the momentum is going. But they do have an ideal or a thought process that you are writing your own story, and that you just get in the vortex, and you can't stop a train that's already going just on the dime. You have to slow it down. So, they already know about the responsibility that comes with knowing or understanding that reality of manifesting. And you can really, if you want, the quickest way to slow anything down is using love. Like true love vibration for everything. Like, if it's love for your plant, love for your cat, love for your person, it's a non-descript, like, unconditional love is the best way to start slowing down something that's caught momentum and has been spinning. And this has been going for a long time before they even met you. So you can go ahead and put to rest that you were gaslit a lot. Like, there is absolutely no doubt that you were made to look crazy in order to keep this secret at all costs. What is, we just need 3 more cards because this is going to be a quick reading. So what is coming into the near future? What is happening in the near future with this situation? Because I know that we're finding stuff out. That's why we came here first, you know. Yeah. So what's happening in the near future? What's for the record? For the record, what is it that Sina Amshar is telling her collective about? 1, 2 more, please. What is it that the person who's ever on the collective mind is not telling you? What are they thinking about? What's the plan? What's happening in the near future? Ooh, there's 2. 1 more, please. Yeah, these old mid cards are pretty accurate. It's kind of crazy, scary how accurate they are. Let's see here. What is the last card? What is it that my collective needs to know that's coming into the near future here? Wow, they're taking their time with this one, huh? Ooh, well, I got time for sure. There it is. Oh, they give us a little bit more than just the 1. And I'm going to take them because there might be clarifiers needed for this. So we have the firefighter. What are you fighting for? Saving what's needed. Being the savior. Frank the firefighter. So your person is going into putting out fire modes. He's trying to, or she's trying to run around and still controlling stuff. This secret's been big. This is a big secret, and this person does not want this secret out. So they are putting out fires. They're running around trying to figure out how to put out fires and wishing that they had done something different, because I'm not really getting the vibe of wanting to have to run around and put out these fires. This is a vibe that this person just wants out, but they don't just like the same sex. It's not that they're just, this is a more of a, they like whoever they're vibing with at the time. It's not about sex. Sex is a use for control. So they're vibing, like whoever they're vibing with. They like men, women, whoever has what they need to supply them with the energy that they need. So whether it's financial, whether it is status, whether it is large gifts, like whoever has the most to offer this person in way of giving them or making them feel important is sexually, well, they'll go with it if that other person's down. But having done this over years, there has become a preference or a like for. So it's not like they're hating doing it. I mean, they like doing it. They just don't want everybody else to know that they like it. Let's see. The next one is the Farmer Finnegan. Manifestation. Letting go to let things grow. Trust. Let me see. Trust your hard work will pay off. So they, like I said, the whole vibe, the love energy, they're trying to go for that. That really gives me the feeling of trying to connect with spirit or trying to connect with their universe, saying, hey, look, I fucked up, and if there's anybody that I love my person. I want to be honest. I want to come clean, but I'm afraid that I'll lose my person forever around this, that I will be destroyed if people like my reputation would be destroyed, that yeah, they're afraid that their whole life would be lost around this information, and they're so used to being in control. They can meet somebody and figure them out, and they've been controlling people around them their whole lives, and then they meet you, knocks them off their game, because you want honesty, you want the truth all the time, you dig way too deep. So then we have the athlete, Addison, the athlete, healthy body, longevity. How do you say that? Yeah, I didn't write this one. This is one that my twin made. Longevity. There you go. And then going for the keeping up the stamina. So now I can see why 2 more need to come in. So he or she is still trying to control their environment, going around putting out fires. They're wanting to try to do something a little bit different. So they're going to try to jump into the vortex here, knowing that they are the god of their own reality. And they're trying to manifest with love and trying to trust that right now. And they feel that if they can get this, then there can be that longevity, that there can be health, a healthy relationship out there. So they're positive about what is it they think they're doing. We got teacher, Taylor the teacher. So what did I learn today? Studying, lessons learned. So your person is learning their lesson here. They see what they've done, which takes them out of the narcissistic. Here, I have to. Sorry, my alarm's going off for my father's meds. So hopefully that didn't interrupt on your guys' side. So they're learning their lesson right now, which takes them out of the narcissistic ways. And the crazy thing about this from a spiritual point of view, and I'm just getting this right now, I'm downloading this right now, so I don't know if there's any truth to this. I'm not a psychiatrist, I'm not a doctor. But from what I understand, when you become narcissistic, you've put away a whole entire personality, and you can't change that. You can get help for that. You can be aware of it. And same thing that they say about like being an addict or an alcoholic. I don't believe that. I believe that you absolutely, being the creator of your own reality, that you can become self-aware and then make that change. And so what did I learn today? And what's crazy is that, lessons learned, is that it was my twin flame who wrote this one, which means that my twin flame is self-aware, which there's a lot of times that I didn't think that he was. Here you go. Now they're getting real about this, though. With all that being said and done, you got yourself the spy, Samuel the spy, watching you, keeping secrets, being a stalker, relationship setup. So they have no problem, though, at the end of the day, even if they're trying to learn lessons, even if they're trying to manifest, to let go and let grow, if something goes way too wrong, they will have already reverted back to getting the information they need. That's one story, because the second story just kind of came in around this spy stalker stuff, is that they're keeping an eye on you, knowing that things are not going to come out the way they had planned it, and they're checking your where are you at emotionally? Are you seeing somebody else? Or do you still care for them? They're checking out your energy and your vibes to see how they can put out that fire as soon as you find it. Now, I have some other decks that are sitting here around me, and I'm not going to get into all that because this was a very short reading, but the bottom of the deck that's sitting right here is just staring at me. So this is the Four of Swords, and it's out of the Vice Versa deck here. And I think that it's really going along with this firefighter, and not only the firefighter putting out fires, but letting go to let grow. So they're sitting and waiting. The threat is already out there. This person has, either you have tripped upon the person that's going to be the person to say something or tell you, or that person has threatened to tell you. So the threat's already out there. So just know that whatever, brace yourself. This is what's coming next. This is going to be your next interaction pretty much with them. Yeah, because there's no communication happening right here, which is a part of the control. and it's too much. Taking on too much control, feeding the beast. And to your person, the beast is this, not only the affairs, so you, and let's say on another storyline that if it's not same sex, but that vibe is so heavy that if it's not same sex, then it's going to be like a sex addiction, like so much more than you know. People that you know, was able to get friends to lie for them, family to lie for them. It's either way, it's gonna be bad, and it's gonna shock you. You're gonna be shook with this. But hopefully I threw some clarity that this was happening. And if you resonated with this, or you know what's going on with this, please press like, share, help me grow. I'll help you grow. So with that being said, may love, unconditional love, light, and ascension be with you. Peace.